What's good, everybody? Mr. Certified here. I'm gonna describe a moment right now, and if you ever felt this video is for you. Imagine you're at a party or a kickback or even just a group setting, right? There's music playing, people are laughing, everyone's talking, and you're just standing there. Not because you want to be, but because you don't even know how to jump in with them. That was my life for so long. I would be in a room, but not mentally in the room. I was watching my own life from the sidelines. I remember this one specific night, man. I got invited to this little get together, nothing crazy, just a bunch of people chilling, music playing, people talking in small groups. Before I even went in, I was already overthinking it. What if it's awkward? What if I just don't know what to say? What if I just end up standing there and looking like an idiot? But I still pulled up. I had the balls for that at least. And the second I walked in, it hit me. Everyone was already in their own conversations, laughing, vibing, moving around like it was natural. And me, I grabbed a drink, found a little spot, and just stood there awkwardly. I was looking around, nodding my head to the music like I was doing something, but really I was just trying not to look out of place. I was watching instead of living, and that part messed with me. I wasn't invisible, people saw me, a couple people even glanced at me and said like, yo, what's up? But I didn't do anything with it. I just make eye contact for half a second and then look away. I'd think about going up to a group, then turn around last second. I'd literally have moments where I could have just said something simple like, hey, what are you guys talking about? But I just didn't. So instead, I stayed on the outside just watching. Watching people meet each other, watching people laugh, watching people actually live in the moment and be happy. And I was just right there, but not part of any of it. The whole time my brain was just running and saying, oh, don't be awkward, don't say something stupid, they probably don't care that you're here anyway. And the crazy part of it is that like none of it actually mattered, none of it was happening in real life. It was all just in my head. Because when I really think about it now, nobody was judging me, nobody was even looking at me properly like that, nobody was analyzing me like I thought. They were too busy living in their own lives, but in that moment I felt like all eyes on me, so I stayed quiet. At one point I went to the washroom just to reset my mind, and I remember looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? I came all the way here just to stand around and watch other people have fun. I could have just stayed at home and done the same thing. And that hit me because I realized something simple. Being present doesn't mean you're participating. Just because you showed up doesn't mean you're actually living. And that's exactly what I was doing. I was physically there, but mentally I was hiding. So I told myself something in that moment. I said, I'm not leaving this place without at least trying. Not being perfect, not being smooth, just trying. So I went back out, saw a group of people talking, and I forced myself to walk over. My heart was beating so fast, I wasn't even sure what I was gonna say. And I just said something basic like, hey, what's going on? And yeah, it wasn't some movie moment, it wasn't crazy, but at least they responded. The convo started flowing a bit. It wasn't perfect, but it was something, it was something better than nothing. And that one small action felt better than the whole hour I spent standing there doing nothing. That night taught me something I didn't realize before. Nobody is gonna come pull you into life. Nobody is gonna walk up to you and say, hey, come be a part of everything, come be a part of my group. If you stay on the sidelines, you're gonna stay there. Not because you don't belong, but because you're not stepping in. And that applies to everything, not just parties, opportunities, friendships, relationships. It applies to everything. If you ever been in that position like me, standing there watching and overthinking, waiting for the right moment, I'm telling you right now, that moment never comes. You have to create it. Even if it's awkward, even if it's messy, even if you don't know what you're doing. Because what's the alternative? The only alternative is you just sitting there watching your own life get wasted like a movie. And trust me, that gets real old real fast and you start to hate it. So next time you're in that room, don't just stand there, step in.